Shabbat Shalom, loved ones. I'm Z from 1123 Ministries, where we level up everyone we serve spiritually and financially. We just finished day one of My Money Grows on Trees Revelation and Wealth Conference 2026, and I just want to show you the seed journal. See, we put these little, you would call them offering buckets, I guess, on the tables, and the people sow seed into them. And look, it's a lot of change. It's also cash, but it's a lot of change. And you may be thinking, what are you going to do with all that? Well, I'm going to invest it in the kingdom, into fertile soil, and it's going to increase to any amount that I have faith for to bring in. When I was younger, I used to be embarrassed about dropping change in the offering bucket, at church, because it's like, you're a working individual. Why are you dropping change in the bucket? But now I throw my change in like spades, because when I was homeless, I only had change, and sometimes I would find it. Sometimes it would just show up, in my pocket, whatever. I would sow that change at a church, or, into somebody who believed and understood how the Lord works, sowing and reaping, giving, it will be giving you a good measure, pressed down, shaken together, all that. I would sow that change and, like put 27 cents in the offering, and then the Lord would give me $30 that I needed to go get a hotel that night and stuff like that. So the Lord delivered me out of homelessness by me literally sowing pocket change, some change that I would find somewhere, some change that I would get from like writing. I used to write content articles sitting in Starbucks during the day, for like $2 an article and stuff. It was so ridiculous. And I'd be spending 8 hours and literally make $6. So I would tithe, which would be 60 cents, and then put in like another quarter over that. And the Lord started increasing me and increasing me and increasing me. You have to understand that 2 pennies is nothing to the Lord, because he owns it all. And so you as a believer have no excuse to not have your rent paid, not have your car paid, not have your day-to-day needs. Anything that you need, the Lord can take care of it, and all you have to do is put some pennies in fertile soil. Now, you don't want to stick to pennies, you don't want to stay there, but at the same time, don't let those pennies go to use, right? The Lord will honor anything that you sow in faith, and anything that you sow with the right heart. You're sowing these pennies thinking, Lord, I'm trusting and believing in you for my provision. And that's all it takes. It doesn't take thousands of dollars to have the Lord return to you whatever it is that you need for a season. But once you break through, then you don't keep sowing pennies forever. You increase that and do more for the Lord because of how he's delivered you. During his session, Brian Orm said, God acts in love and he believes in faith. And I love that. And I want you to be thinking about that and understanding that. Put that into practice when you sow your pennies and receive from the Lord. I bless you in Jesus' name, and I remind you, you have what you say, so call it how you want it.